What's up, guys? Today we are reading. What are we reading? I forgot. I think 16 through 18. No. 17 to 18. Okay. I'm wearing glasses. I don't wear glasses, but my head hurts because of the light, and I've been on my computer for a bit of the day today. Should have been preparing, but I procrastinated. I can't see. I'm gonna turn on this light. There you go. Better. I won't be able to post while I'm on the cruise like I said I was. Not because I don't want to, but because I can't post the actual videos. So I can't post them through my phone is basically what I'm trying to say. I can, however, record and post them later. But I feel like that'd be disingenuous. I don't know. I don't think that'd be right. So I'm gonna, instead of recording, I'm gonna take notes so that when I come back from the cruise and we finish the book of Matthew, I have more stuff to note down or more stuff for notes. But yeah, that's basically it. I won't be uploading till Monday. Actually, no, Sunday night, because I get back on Sunday morning. So I should technically have enough time to read and post. So hopefully, if God allows it, everything goes well. But yeah, let's get started with chapter 17. And after 6 days, Jesus took with him Peter and James and John his brother, and led them up a high mountain by themselves. And he was transfigured before them, and his face shone like the sun, and his clothes became white as light. And behold, there appeared to them Moses and Elijah, talking with him. And Peter said to Jesus, "Lord, it is good that we are here. If you wish, I will make 3 tents here, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." He was still speaking when, behold, a bright cloud overshadowed them, and a voice from the cloud said, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. Listen to him." When the disciples heard this, they fell to their knees. They fell on their faces and were terrified. But Jesus came and touched them, saying, "Rise, and have no fear." And when they lifted up their eyes, they saw no one but Jesus only. And as they were coming down the mountain, Jesus commanded them, "Tell no one the vision until the Son of Man is raised from the dead." And the disciples asked him, "Then why do the scribes say that the first Elijah must come?" He answered, "Elijah does come, and he will restore all things. But I tell you that Elijah has already come, and they did not recognize him, but did to him whatever they pleased. So also the Son of Man will certainly suffer at their hands." Then the disciples understood that he was speaking to them of John the Baptist. And when they came to the crowd, Jesus heals a boy with a demon. And when they came to the crowd, a man came up to him and, kneeling before him, said, "Lord, have mercy on my son, for he has seizures, and he suffers terribly. For often he falls into fire and often into the water. And I brought him to your disciples, and they could not heal him." And Jesus answered, "O faithless and twisted generation, how long am I to be with you? How long am I to bear with you? Bring him here." And Jesus rebuked the demon, and it came out of him, and the boy was healed instantly. Then the disciples came to Jesus privately and said, "Why could we not cast it out?" He said to them, because of your little faith. For truly I say to you, if you have faith like a grain of a mustard seed, you will say this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move, and nothing will be impossible to you." And as they were gathered in Galilee, Jesus said to them, "The Son of Man is about to be delivered into the hands of men, and they will kill him, and he will be raised on the 3rd day." and they were greatly distressed. The temple tax. And when they came to Capernaum, the collectors of the 2 drachma tax, I don't know how you pronounce that, drachma? I'm going to say drachma tax, went up to Peter and said, "Does your teacher not pay the tax?" He said, "Yes." And when he came into the house, Jesus spoke to him first, saying, "What do you think, Simon? From whom do kings of the earth take toll or tax? From their sons or from others?" And when he said, "From others," Jesus said to him, "Then the sons are free. However, not to give offense to them, go to the sea." I can't see because of my hair. However, not to give offense to them, go to the sea and cast the hook and take the first fish that comes up. When you open its mouth, you will find a shekel. Take that and give it to them for me and for yourself. Chapter 18, Who is the greatest? At the time the disciples came to Jesus, saying, "Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?" Calling to him a child, he put him in the midst of them, and said, "Truly I say to you, unless you turn and become like children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Whoever humbles himself like this child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. Whoever receives one such child in my name receives me. But whoever causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him to have a great millstone fastened around his neck and to be drowned in the depth of the sea." Temptations to sin. Woe to the world for temptations to sin, for it is necessary that temptations come, but woe to the one by whom the temptation comes. And if your hand or your foot causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. For it is better for you to enter life crippled or lame than with 2 hands or 2 feet be thrown into the eternal fire. And if your eye causes you to sin, gouge it out and throw it away. It is better for you to enter life with 1 eye than with 2 eyes to be thrown in the hell of fire. The parable of the lost sheep. See that you do not despise one of these little ones, for I tell you that in heaven their angels always see the face of my Father who is in heaven. What do you think? If a man has 100 sheep, and one of them has gone astray, does he not leave the 99 on the mountains and go in search of the one that went astray? And if he finds it, truly I say to you, he rejoices over it more than the 99 that never went astray. So it is not the will of my Father who is in heaven that one of these little ones should perish. If your brother sins against you, go and tell him his fault between you and him alone. If he listens to you, you have gained your brother. If he does not listen, take 1 or 2 others along with you, that every charge may be established by the evidence of the 2 or 3 witnesses. If he refuses to listen to them, tell it to the church. And if he refuses to listen even to the church, let him be to you as a Gentile and a tax collector. Truly I say to you, whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. Whatever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Again I say to you, if 2 of you agree on earth about anything they ask, it will be done for them by my Father in heaven. For where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there am I among them. The parable of the unforgiving servant. Then Peter came up and said to him, "Lord, how often will my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? As many as 7 times?" Jesus said to him, "I do not say to you 7 times, but 77 times. Therefore the kingdom of heaven may be compared to a king who wished to settle accounts with his servants. When he began to settle, one was brought to him who owed him 10,000 talents. And since he could not pay, his master ordered him to be sold with his wife and children and all that he had, and payment to be made. So the servant fell on his knees, imploring him, "Have patience with me, and I will pay you everything." And out of pity for him, the master of the servants released him and forgave him the debt. But when the same servant went out, he found one of his fellow servants who owed him 100 denarii, and seizing him, he began to choke him, saying, "Pay what you owe." So this fellow servant fell down and pleaded with him, "Have patience with me, and I will pay you." He refused and went and put him in prison until he should pay the debt. When his fellow servants saw what had taken place, they were greatly distressed, and they went and reported it to their master, all that had taken place. Then his master summoned him and said to him, "You wicked servant, I forgave you all the debt because you pleaded with me, and should not you have had mercy on your fellow servant, as I had mercy on you?" And in anger his master delivered him to the jailers until he should pay all his debt. So also my heavenly Father will do to every one of you if you do not forgive your brother from your heart. And that is the end of chapter 18. I feel like sneezing. The end of chapter 18 is not coming. I will proceed with chapter 19 and 20 on Sunday night. And yeah. Also, I want to apologize. I record these videos late at night, and sometimes I get distracted by other videos or like just stuff of the world, and I know I shouldn't. But I record them and I upload them to the Google Drive, and I just forget to actually post them. So they're on my computer and I don't post them. That's what happened when I was reading 14 to 16. I read it the day before. I was gonna post it, and I didn't because I forgot. And then in the morning, I woke up. It's 5 a.m. and I'm like, I forgot. So as soon as I woke up for work, I uploaded it. I'll try not to do it again, but I won't promise, because sometimes I'm not a man of my word and I'm a hypocrite. So I will try. That's all I can say. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope the book of Matthew, chapter 17 and 18 touched you and were able to move you in the way that you needed to be moved. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Sunday. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do with week 2 when I upload it. But I'll probably just summarize what happened in the cruise as well. I'm gonna try to make those longer and go into more detail about like what I'm actually struggling with, and if I struggled with something, how I conquered it, or why I suffered so much through it, so that I can give more detail on how to, get over it, I guess. But again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.